ma oba ndiki ekintu kiri nti ndiwa ndi mu struggle so ize leka tukutuusa omukulembeze waffe mu buyinza n'amaanyi gonna ge tulina nga togatoddeeko mu kumenya. Kitegedde kyo si kikulu, ebirala mujja bisootingawo mpola mpola, si nnyo issues zange naye nga blazing webale kumpa bimuli nga kamera eraba, naye nkusuubiza sigenda kuddamu kubeera Pallaso wamalamu oyo namumala dda. Omuyimbi omulala ajje bw'aba alwagala aluyimbe ndumuwadde, ndi ku lulala. I'm on a different mission. Bajja kuloga. Agambwe eddogo teririnnya nnyonyi. President BoBI n'enkoya abantu bano abajja, simanyi ono ali mu struggle, simanya lwaki, nsonga ki kubanga kulwanirira ggwanga sirirye, ye talina tasobola kumala ne yeerowooza. Kyogamba President BoBI campaign akubaza bwereerezo okgenda ng'atambuza enjiri ekunga abantu okusobola okubakyusa n'obbazibula amaaso. Sebo mu struggle yonvumira mbu nazze empiima omanyi bulungi amaanyi gange ogamanyi. You know what I can do. Eri si interview nti tunoonya mirimu, omulimu weeguli olwedde gwa kulwanira ki gwanga. Tukoye emirembe gy'okunywa obunywa enjaga, twagala financial freedom, health freedom, educational freedom, real freedom, not dictatorship disguised as freedom. We want real freedom. So chali wange yonna gye twava bisoboka bikyuka, naye just nkugamba nti ndeka mbe tompeerako example zo. Nange mutwe gwange bingi byonfaananira byensobola okulireetingirako mu mboozi zange ne ngamba kino kifaanana nga gundi kino, naye si bwe tukola. Real men respect real men. Ompamu akitiibwa n'ogamba oyo pi enonta n'okola kyoyagala. Akasusu okalabye, waliwo agambye akasusu omuntu awagenda n'akolayo ku ssente bw'ati akasusu bwe katera okufaanana, akakyusiza waayagalidde. Kuliko kuno bikwano by'ogundi oyo. Mwe bikwano bya kino ekisajja twabakwasiza Tom D to the world. Tom D aliko. Twabakwasiza Tom D baluni olumala okugijjamu empewo ng'okakasuka ebbali ng'okaweereza abato bazannyise. Tom D twabakwasiza Tom D. Bwe mumumala nga tubongera omulala. Eno interview Tom D bless up, teekako tutandike. Tom D wamma teekako tutandike. Naye mbadde nkyayogera ekyali wange penge mundeke nyumyeko n'abantu bensobola okunyumyako nabo, people that can relate n'emboozi yange. Penge ono lwaki njogera naye kubanga oyo Raymond Sulphur, Raymond yampise Lizard gwe Raymond Sulphur, Mr. Raymond Sulphur. struggle ya buli omu. Tujjewo akasengejja ke tutaddewo ku luno tugende Kipindalo. So abalala ebyabato mubize ebbali tulimbya abanene wano. Sure. Naye ng'era oli boyi wange just terezaamu ogamba oyo boyi wange nno naye buli lomperako bwe example bwobwo obanga aleeta meeting mu sure. Ku Lwokutaano luno tugenda kuba tuta akayimba akapya bakayita N'abakyala, kaliko omwana weruweru gwe bayita Kafuba ne Kisha. Music ennaku zino wakusasulira. Oli apimira omuyimbi kayimba ke yasembayo okusasulira. Abawagizi abaddala basigala bagenda mu maaso era bakyagulira ddala music. Mwe tukoze ne bino mwe nagula ne zino galubindi. Zino galubindi nazigula mu music. Mu buyimba buno bonna akata muno. Eno chain nagigula mu byabanene. Pure gold byabanene. Bano bwe mbagambye Tomudi bonna ne badduka. Tomudi waleesa amaanyi. Muyimbi gwe bayita Tomudi muwa obudde. Mbadde simuwanga bulungi budde, but I have given him time. He's a good artist. Ate Tomudi ekimunjagaza ekirala ayagala nnyo mukyala we. Omanyi gye tuvudde wala n'eno endongo. Tuyina ebintu guno omulimu gwaffe gwe tova buva erimbo jjo tubebe. Olina okujja omulimu n'ogukola n'abalala bagweyagaliremu. Era congratulations mukyala wa Tomudi, nkulaba oli lubuto. Oba mwabikoze ddi oba kiroba misanawo nange simanyi naye ng'obujulizi mbufuna. Oyagala nnyo mukyala wo. Agatha. Olaba mumanyi n'omumanya Agatha. Agatha. Mbalaba nga muzina obuzina ne bannange baanammwe. Tomudi to the world. Njagala nnyo Tomudi. Tomudi yalaze nno nti bemuyimba byangu ebyo yamujejjerebwa bulijjo ayimba nga simanyi nti asobola n'okujejjerebwa. Tomudi baaba wajejjerebwezza baaba ate ng'olina sikiro. Tomudi jo bw'oba oyagala Tomudi suula akatima ng'ogamba Tomudi. Ebyo byangu kyovola tebireeta ssente. Ne Tomudi nkimanyi yabibakubye ebbalaga nti yadde azannya muno muzannya n'akuba hit. Team Tomudi bakazi baagala Tomudi. Tomudi alina Agatha. Mumuveeko alina Agatha. Nze mbalabaawo mwana oyo ayagala Agatha. Mwana ayagala Agatha n'ogamba oba nange nzireyo ngwe mulaavu. Tomudi webale kwagala Agatha. Webale mujjako nnaku namulaba nga afiiriddwa nga akaaba ng'omukutte oti. Nga kati ono abakazi bwe batamwagala. Manyi omukazi agaana owa Benzi n'agenda n'owa boda. Which is okay, buli omu n'eddembe lye. Sobola okugenda ne goyagala. Naye nze kanjira ngenda ne Tomudi okuba jjajja. Tolaba nti nnyimba. Naye omwana Tomudi ayimba. Oba okukiringa kwava wani yaleeta okukiringa. bannange mutuwe ku bimuli naddala mmwe abatumanyidde eddala gye twava. Kale bano abatatumanyi bo boogere bajjonkere negwe bw'oba omanyiriza ddewo ng'olaba yabakutte tonyiiga kuzaamu amaanyi nti naawe ojja kola ki, ojja bakwata. Ate tonooma. Tewali mbwa yonna. Era Katonda yabasaasira mumanyi emirimu mingi mujja genda mukanika epiki. Tomuddi abazaayo mu piki. Whoa! Bwe. Creed icon. Creed icon eyo be babloga abapya betulina wesite gogamba nti ono ayogera by'amagezi. Creed icon oyo ayogera by'amagezi ne ku ground kwali. Nze omuyimbi yenna andeetako effujjo muteekako muyimbi munne. Wali twataddewo Tomudi. Ne babloga abatwogerera ndaba teekako Creed icon. Creed icon. Ono tandika otuwa kuza update sebo. Yenna bloga nzijonkera nja kuteekako Creed. Creed icon. Nenga bannange tulwane nnyo, change is coming. Let people be. Nalo nze binnuma mbitwala mu studio. Bane musibe bulungi mbaagala nnyo. Ne mbaagala nnyo. Mwebale nammwe kunjagala. Omukwano mungi singa tegwaliko negative energy gwandinkozesezza ensobi. Waliwo ngambye omuyimbi we alina okushayininga mu linnya lya Yesu. Nga ne Yesu mwamuvoola. Mwamala okuzannyira ku mwana wa Mukama. Kirungi asonyiwa. Kirungi asonyiwa. Naye omulimu gw'omuweereza baana asonyiwa gwaffe ogw'okusonyiwa gugwe. Omulimu gw'okuweereza Mukama baana asonyiwa gwaffe ogw'okusonyiwa gugwe. Tujja bagendera mu studio ate tunaakayana nammwe. Jja kiwulira. Akuba obwo obuyimba obwo obunyumira ennyo ku pate ya Sweet Pepsi. Wakubira ezitambuza champagne. I'm a boss and there is nothing you can do. Tumaliriza. Bampita. Sinakyusa nangoye bannaye ndi wano ndi mu kuwejjera oba nabaaki. Badde nabavuddeko dda. Naye kati. Gwe abo bajja tandika okumpita taatawo ba ojibo batandika okujjanga balowooza ndi taatawo bave nno mukwesiriwaza muwala wange alina emyaka 11. My daughter is 11. Bave mu ebyo ba ojibo batandika okujjanga balowooza ndi taatawo. My daughter is 11. Era omuntu yenna ali above $11, $12, $13 oba my sister abali awo mweje emyaka ojja muwala wange wansi ba my daughters. Yo, nawapenda sana pia. Kamalo gendo okukola nja badira ngenda Backoff kalinda basoosa mitwe anti TV eyagala gulire tunde guno omulimu gwange gona gwekutte gwe just akatebe kotule ngenda ku Backoff kalinda basoosa mitwe anti TV eyagala gulire tunde nabakolera kisodde bangamba bwe tukwagala omukwano mukadde mwe mwabitandika wano nali mu mirembe nga mulina banafute mulya miyembe abagala ekisodde wamanzi no kambawe whisky ne waraji mbigatike nkubwe nze nina antidote fukamira obone kaloba wakirijjamu obugato bobulye nze ndi nditoneta nina bomo gyentegula mbalaba batudde ebirobozo bakubaganya mbyagala nkirako gwe bakalunga mbiwomerwange yakava mu nsonga mbiwomerwange yakava mu nsonga waliwo ngambye ndi mwavu kituufu bongerageranya ku Bill Gates ndi mwavu ne bongerageranya ku gwakyogedde wowe God bless you and be with you. Ngoye ziriwa zetuddamu. Bondeka ku Bill Gates oli mutuufu. Naye bw'obango ekyo kyogedde okusinziira ku ggwe. Oh no, you are in terrible shape. You are in very bad shape. Musule bulungi baba.
My skin is so soft kati onsindi koti nzukenga nina echipapi. Asmi I can't. Honestly, waliwo agambye nti senga kafiruta kabadde ki kanvuddemu. Kafiruta kavuddemu. You like me choka ndi muchiga. Echipapi nichi, like my skin a bruising. So if anything, even if it's just pressing like this, nzukukanga like I have a bruise. Like I don't know how to say a bruise. What's a bruise in Luganda? What's a bruise? Bachita. Newe chibanga chintu nga chinyize. Like omubiri gwefumba, I wake up I have like a red mark or like a greenish mark or like a red, like something, yeah. Echizigiro. Echizimba, not chizimba. Echizigiro, bagambye echizigiro. I wake up, ola abana abantu bebakunkuba wano nabanga afunyanga like, so me anything, even if it's anything. Kati wano ozukanga oyagala kufuka toyagala teeka ko ttaala otambula ozibiriza ogende mu washroom ekitanda nekikukona ko kiti nzukukeera waliwo ne ya kawona wano recently inze my body ate egenda on its own kati kino kyabadde kitanda kambalage. This was a bed. Olaba wano kati olaba there is ogenda kulaba nga kivaako kyokka wano. So me nze ebintu by'okulwana mbityaze nange ebijanjalo bisiridde mulinde nze ebintu by'okulwana sinti mbitya ate n'ekirala nze ebintu by'okulwana sibyagalira ddala but oluusi osinkana omuntu nga omulinako obusungu nogamba omulaba bwoti obusungu ne bukweyongera nogamba you know what leka nkutimpule tunaalaba nina omuntu gwenjo timpula one of these days mwe muddaawo ekisooka mumpi mulaba bwenti mukawompo nja mutimpula munaawulira Ujawulira ebijanjalo senga njagala nnyo ebijanjalo naye ekijanjalo kasita kisirira kiti mbeera kyasobola once it gets burnt I can't omuwala yoyo gwe muwala gwe nkuyise otubuulire what happened between you and Sugar oliawo ogamba it's a long story she will tell you Sugar agambye yakumiitinga ennaku 3 ne bakulya amalobba you're just hurting over okulya amalobba kyokka okola bi interview mbu bakulya amalobba as if oli mwana muto as if you are below 18 as if wali tosobola kukolera bitundu byo byakyama decision so tubaleemu amagezi either you come and explain to us what happened or amasanyalaze nganoonye mu ngeri endala Black Sugar ajja kusamba agambye ajja kusamba tomwonoonera linnya it is a long story nenga wafunye obudde okutuula ku interview mbone ku interview ngambo bakulya amalobba by the way I don't like abantu abagamba ebintu sagala nze na kubyogera korede wabyogeddeko mutubaleemu amagezi kati omuntu ogenze bakuwaddeko naawe owaddeyo kati munno abiyingirira mu munno abiyingirira mu senga kati Diana ali atya kati bannange Diana mulimu gupatana Diana namunoonya ne mujjako olugambo nenzija nenduba wamwagala mwagaze ekimulimu mbuje enkola munaatutamanamu wanabeerawo ebirala tunaamunoonya tumwogereko kannange mutamanamu you're so boring tunaabeera ku mboozi yeeyo yeemu tunabeera ku mboozi yeeyo yeemu Diana twajogera yaggwa pozi nina akantu ke njagala okukola ki okufinding out wait a minute ndako naye ono ngali offline it's on calling wait a minute hello I don't know. Looks like you're busy. Please get back to me. There is a little detail that I needed to find out from you. Takutte. Senga talk about Saha and Winnie. Mbogereko ki bannange. Tako Simon. Abamata kuti tugenda nkubayita kati. Hello? Hi, how are you? Be patient, guys. Ali kuyiya lugambo nedda. Waliwo a little bit of detail. Jembadde neetaaga. So anyway, guys, nga bwe tulinda Sugar simanyi Sugar oba anadda naye ndowooza emboozi ya Sugar mugiwulidde n'oyo omuwala. Iye madamu mbakulya amaloba ate tewawooma. Bwe watuuka munnange mbu n'otawoomera musajja ate kati weekwasa Sugar. Ogamba mbu ya ku trafficking ewantu mbu ne bakuzina kati mbakuleepinga. Era omusajja agamba ali omu Frank Ntambi. Naate okimanyi bulungi Ntambi mufumba kati gwe wagenda teekayo majanjalo. Ndooza n'otamuwoomera. Ate tukubuuza ate ensonyi ozifudde busungu. Nze mbadde nkuyise otunnyonnyolenga ne Sugar waali omulumirize. Ate bakugamba ate wenkangabiriza. Kuba ye Sugar amanya abasajja babiri kana akavubuka akenjala wabula nno naawe olira isikati omuvubuka w'enjala ne mwana wange kati ate onyiigira mu Sugar ne Ntambi naye ng'okimanyi mbu nno Ntambi mufumbo kiki oyagala amasannyalaze tugakuwe kiki baani ye abakulya ebisiyaga kuba ogambye bakusiyaga wamuttako omumana tetwagala bantu batumalira budde. Senga, what if it's a wrong number? It's not a wrong number. If it was a wrong number, yandigambye it's a wrong number. Tetwagala ebyo bintu bya nakajja Ntambi ya bannange tetwagala bintu bya kutumalira budde. Ogenze oyogedde ku muntu bakuyise jangu wano onnyonnyole mbu ayamu busy ndi ne boss ziri ssaawa mmeka e Kampala boss kyo yakozesa mu kuzina essaawa. Gwakola mu bbaala ate gwagamba mbu bakutunda abawala abakola mu bbaala amusole but akali mukamwe muba mukamanyi. mwenda kitu sawa satu kitundu oline bosi okukutambula takuwulira bosi kyoyo tekijja kusoboka mujja ne mutusalako wali ate nze njagala nnyo live era bannange njagala abantu abanjogerako mumpitenga ku live zammwe mumpitenga nange ku live zammwe muwulidde mumpitenga kuki ku live zammwe senga talk about Jayden sijja kumwogerako however Jayden yagambye mulindeeko mba mpulengireko akantu ka Jayden alabika alina crush ku Maada Jayden alina crush ku Maada
osobola okuva mu ddwaliro nga tukyasobola zzaala
enoka nveeyo
nakuyambulira nolaba ebbeere nolaba animo nogamba yalabbi tokirabanga you've never seen bearded meat
bwenzirika
enjama ey'ebyoya ngogi
bwenzirika
izo senyuka ennyo
nedda
Jayden yagambye
izo gwa mu shock
bambi
kozi omuntu eyambudde atiisa honestly
Jayden mbeerera
azinya atiisa
kati
walaba abantu banyuma bali mu ngoye bayitawe
Jayden mbeerera
obulaba abantu kiba omuntu ayimba n'agamba engoye we ziriko ebinene bantu banyuma bali mu ngoye
kasebo
naye okwana omukazi ng'omuyinamu essuubi ly'amaanyi olaba buli kimu kimalayo akweyambule
kati wali okwanyeeko ku muwala
simanya nti simanyi kwana yadde era bali mu nnamba egaanira ddala
kale tuyinza okujjajaba sikosero n'ogwa mu kansa w'amadde
ndako
obeera awo omukazi gwe wandyagadde afaanana atya
omukazi afaanana atya nanti kati olaba obuzibu bwe buli ekifaananyi tukuba kirala eky'abantu be tuba twagala naye balala be bajja
kati gwe tubuulire gwe omukazi gwe wandyagadde yandifaananya atya waliwo agamba njagala omukazi nga muwanvu mutini ebbeere eddene ebbina tekuli oba
omukazi njagala nga bina si kintu kikulu
oyo Maada
nga muwanvu mukozi
oyo Maada kuba Maada muwanvu
okuzaala abaana abampi
talina bbina ayagala muwanvu tayagala bbeere eddene
nga muwanvu mu by the way mwami Luzzi alina kampuni
labayo obulala sa recording nze naye yagambye ayagala akakyala nga katinitini nkuba ye nako kasajja nkatini ayagala omukazi nga ntayina bbeere ayagala omukazi nga muwanvu tayagala kabina Jayden alabika alina crush ku Maada keka pavini nga simumanyi aina crush ku Maada nga muddugavu mola kuba Maada mulabira mu filter na kizigo ne Maada isn't mweru ate Maada akyabuliddwa ekizigo ekimutuulamu obulungi alabika aina crush ku Maada alabika aina crush ku Maada ka description yako alabika aina crush ku Maada naye bambi wabeeyo omuntu aweeko Jayden just in case nga zino ennaku ze bamugambye ezisemba naye bamugambye aina myezi 3 okufa oba bamugambye anyway emboozi ya Jayden tugireke tetugyogerako please tetugyogerako because me I have a lot of questions kakati basweet waliwo emboozi waliwo omukyala wano ku TikTok yaveeyo ku Instagram najja ku TikTok ne banshayalingira ebintu bye nembiwuliriza nga bwe nabagambye nze emboozi z'abantu nziwa obudde kaakati yabadde akyannyonnyola abantu wait yabadde akyannyonnyola nga yannyonnyola abantu and all that ne wabeerawo omuntu eyajja mu inbox ng'omuntu oyo is personal to omuntu gwe yabadde ayogera. Yes, Aleti. Thank you, Sherry. Omukazi oyo bamuyita Aleti. Naye njagalayo moderator ajje wano. Njagalayo moderator ajje wano because njagala tuleete ebifaananyi, njagala tuleete screenshots, njagala tuplayinge. Yeah? So njagalayo moderator. Thank you, Tony. Tony azze amoderating. Kati nga Tony bw'azze kumoderatinga. Tony, njagala otuteereko ekifaananyi ky'omukyalo oyo ayitibwa Aleti, I think Aleti Crystal, then nenda basomera the other sides of the story, because every story has 2 sides, 3 sides. Your side, the other person's side, and then the truth, you know. So katife tugenda kuplaying her story, the other person's side of the story, and then the truth, as in what we think is actually the truth. Tugende maso abali ready mutapinge kandete speaker. Tulina banange tetwetaaga obudde because it's siri ku siri muwulidde baswiti. Yes. Speaker eriridda wanga sijiraba. Where is the speaker? I cannot find the speaker. Wait a minute. Speaker eriwa. Bannange nabagambye eggundi yange yamenyeefe. Nabagambye gundi yange yamenyese era nga njagala speaker, njagala yuyo omukyala gwe tugenda okuanalyzinga emboozi ye, and njagala moderator omu bw'abeera nga wali wano. Wait. Good. Olwaleero teri kwebaka. Buli muntu. Bannanga emboozi z'abantu tulina okuziwa obudde. Yee. Ndeete speaker amaada. Ndeete speaker. Bannange kiri ebweru. Kuliwo empewo ekujjukiza nti waddiba. Waliwo empewo ezijjukiza nti naddiba. Portable speaker bannange simanyi gye yalaze. Bakama bange simanyi we bagitadde. Tujja kugezaako okuwuliriza okuwulira nga tekuliiko gundi nsooke nyambale ku sokisi kubanga kiri eno kikambwe nga bwe tulinda bakama bange we banatuukira batuwe ku sokisi batuwe ku sipiika rather. Mwana oyo njagala tuwulirize emboozi ye bulungi nnyo tugiwe obudde.
I'm here to brag about my...
Yes, tutandise sipiika ebuze tujja kulindako how I paid my dowry is, I think.
As for story time, here we go. I'm going to cut straight to the chest so that we do not waste time. I met this gentleman 2017. I had a job somewhere in Bugolobi. He also had a job, but it was something to do with sports. So they always trained from where I worked. So when I saw him, I fell in love. I'm not going to lie. I fell for him harder than he fell for me. But it wasn't instant. We became friends first and then it...
Guys, is everybody hearing me well?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. So, kengamba omuntu that DMG mugambe nti emboozi ye ngitandiseeko. Okay. So, everyone is hearing us? Muwulira? Title egamba.
As for story time, here we go.
How I paid my dowry and got cheated on in the end. Tutandise tuti.
I'm going to cut straight to the chest so that we do not waste time. I met this gentleman 2017. I had a job somewhere in Bugolobi. He also had a job, but it was something to do with sports. So they always trained from where I worked. So when I saw him, I fell in love. I'm not going to lie. I fell for him harder than he fell for me. But it wasn't instant. We became friends first and then it led to something. And then one thing led to another. We decided to date. We dated for a while. Things were not good for him financially, but he was such a good man. I want to say that to this day,
Banange Tony nchimanyi kwoli funa peni n'olupapula nammwe abali mu komenti every detail that you think we need to come back to noting it down. Wait, I think I also need a pen and a paper, but njagala noting it down. Nga tutandika njagala ogambe nti.
As for story time, here we go. I'm going to cut straight to the chest so that we do not waste time. I met this gentleman 2017. I had a job somewhere in Bugolobi. He also had a job, but it was something to do with sports. So they always trained from where I worked. So when I saw him, I fell in love. I'm not going to lie. I fell for him harder than he fell for me. But
Pause. I fell for him harder than he fell for me. Kadama tujamu interpreting ila episode nga eweddeyo, but please not Tony ogenze kufuka ogenze tawaza. Okay, notingira wansi bino ebigambo Inti I fell for him harder than he fell for me. Mpandikira.
It wasn't instant. We became friends first, and then it led to something.
It was not instant. It was not instant, as in yali yakufujirira nga yakwetega nnyo nnyo.
And then one thing led to another. We decided to date. We dated for a while. Things were not good for him financially, but he was such a good man. I want to.
Wandiika nti omusajja teyali okay financially naye nga keyword not financially okay but good man. Wandiika nti good man minus money.
Say that to this day he's such a good man. Okay,
until
I know
today.
Don't forgive cheating, don't forget, but also sometimes you get to a point and
Wandiika nti he's still a good man to date.
you realize that, okay, maybe ABCD happened, but I'm not perfect, just like he is not perfect. And just because someone has cheated does not necessarily mean he's evil in every aspect of his life. He's evil. No. I'm not defending though. Here, don't get me wrong. I know you. So we did. This was 2017. We did like the whole year, and then we started talking about marriage. I was sick.
They dated for a year and started talking about marriage. Gamba inti, they started talking about marriage after a year.
At this point in my life, my kidney was failing. Okay, a lot was going on health-wise. My kidney was failing, and then I had a transplant done. Like,
Wandiika nti kidney was failing. Kidney was failing. Then transplant. Kidney transplant indoors.
There's a lot going on. So 2018, around June, July, we started talking about marriage. We started talking about having children and all those things. But he stayed with his relative by the time I met him. Don't judge me. Do not judge me.
Okay, we listen but we don't judge. Agambye nti omusajja yali abeera ne relative. Yes.
That man was a good man. He communicated. He took it like he was good apart from the financial bit. And I was having a conversation with myself there and telling myself, if you're walking into this relationship, you need to know that if you're committing, rather, you need to know that you will never be taken care of. No money, no nothing, no trips, no nothing.
No. Guys, tuli ku part 3, part 4. Kuba wano, okay, kale, yeah.
Investment, no nothing. Are you sure this is what you wanted to do? I'm not gonna lie, I was stigmatized. And I just...
Wandiika nti stigmatized. Wandiika nti Aleti was stigmatized. Stigmatized, atategedde what stigmatized means. It means yatamira omukira. Yatamira omukira. Nga bw'onoogamba I was traumatized. I was stigmatized. Yali drunk from that mukira.
To belong somewhere. I don't know, for some reason I just felt like this is it for me. If I don't commit to this, there will never be... I don't know, I just thought that was it for me. So one thing led to another. We discussed marriage. He was not, of course, ready financially, but I said we can work it out. We can talk to...
Wandiika nti omusajja was not ready financially, but the girl said we can work it out.
Family, we can raise some money. I don't come from a good family. Most of you know the story. People who are from Instagram, you know the story. So I spoke to a few friends of mine and the family that I had now chosen. And we put monies together, my friend.
By the way, pause. This girl said she was adopted, I think, if I remember very well. Ako nako njagala mukawandiikeko. But right now, atugambye she was not from a well-to-do family. So, ye ne mikwano gye ne basonda sente.
Collected some monies for me. I called up a few friends that could offer me a service. If you could offer me like ushering, decor, anything. I called up a few friends and they gave me good rates. Even those good rates then, I suffered to pay. And if you actually a service provider and you did anything for my wedding, please comment under this video. So first the Kushala happened. Again, I don't come from a very solid family. So even where I kuchala, I had to kupangisa.
Wandi can't. She does not come from a solid family, so yapangisa webakyala yapangisaawo. Wandiika bannange muwandiike.
Rented. And I feel so bad because I hate this part of my life. He came from a very good family. His family structure was really 10. And I feel like because I come from so much trauma, I wanted to feel involved, to feel like, oh, I'm going into something that's like solid, you get.
Wandi can't. She wanted to be part of a solid family. She grew up she didn't have a solid family, so Bawe was coming from a good family, a solid family. She wanted to be part of a solid family.
So where we hosted the Kuchala from, that place, those people are not even my relatives. They were my friends.
Thank you. Agambye. Webachala, they were not even her relatives, they were her friends. Wandi kanti bachala mikwano je. Okay? Yes.
Chalo, and they took me in. I literally had to pay for that space. The Kuchala happened. We did not expect a lot, of course, from the groom, but even the little that was expected, sorry for another day. Well, they carried a few things. I appreciate that. And I catered for a few things. Now, the Kwanjula had to happen. The Kwanjula was the funniest because there was no money. I think the one thing that they really, really contributed was they gave me some money to buy that Entebbe Yom Koi, that one, for the Cesar to rock that one. The budget was big. The money was not enough.
Jukira bachala wa mikwano je. But ebintu tebyawera era omuko yaleta entebe yani ya tata.
So I diverted those funds. I actually lied that I bought it, but I diverted those funds to do something else. He brought some little money. We had to go into loans, literally, to have this done. Now that I think about it, I'm like, why did we have to put ourselves through that? Why did I have to put myself through such a position, Like I was stressed for the longest time. I was at my Kwanjula, but I was not even very happy because most service providers were not catered for. Like I remember the DJ was not stretched numbers as well sent. And as soon as the Mkolo ended, you know how the Mkolo ends and the DJ plays after party? The DJ
Aleti first, okay. Aleti is here. Aleti.
I said, how are you?
Good, how are you, Aleti?
I'm okay. Nkulaba ndi awo nzijonkera baby ntuse.
Nedda baby, munange nawuliriza emboozi yo nenjiwa obudde.
Mpulira.
Munange nempuliriza part 1 nempuliriza part 2 zonna part nenziwa obudde. Kakati waliwo omuntu eyaza mu inbox yange nampa the other side of the story. So wotuukidde nga I'm playing this for your side of the story, then I'm gonna bring the other side of the story inbox and then the truth.
The only person that can give you the other side of the story is the man himself. Nzengamba tumuite.
Ate bw'atajja ate abaganda boba mikwano gye.
Baby. Twalabyanga ajja kujja.
Wangi? Ajja kujja.
Muno ate singa wangambye dda naawe nti ogenda kunteeka katandaalo omuntu ne munoonya.
Muyite ajje.
Munoonyeko obuzibu yambulookinze ate sinnaba mumala sweetheart.
Munoonye.
Tebimala.
Mukwa waffe muleete kubanga ne sayidi ye erina obulumi.
Lindako acid malemu kanayo special kange neewuliriza ebigambo bino. Omuntu eyakugambye ebyo ebintu alina okubanga either wa family ye, you get it? obanga ya family yange. Otherwise, omtomala ina talina moral authority. Egera ko relationship. Kwa nga zoba acid relationship ya menya. The people that no.
Tuulira.
For as much as no one pushed me bambi, that's when I take accountability, you get eh? Teriyan sindikayo nze yetumikiriza ate munange boyfriend
Tuulira.
ngera
Kati mada nonya omusajja omalemu kanayo special nga bwe mplayingira abantu embuzi.
Nena we nkute mu time mbi kati nina okuba mu bbala tentukeeka.
Tulina obudde mada ne wanoddirayo tujja kuba weetuli.
Da baby. Obadde ki? Wanodde wantemezaako da baby ne musajja ne munoonya.
Munonyeeko but tujja kubeerako ng'onywa akanayiro bw'onoova mu bbaala otayipinga ogambe senga nvudde mu bbaala. Kale. Abantu
baberanga leti naye ne mudderi ne muvuma senga.
Ne muvuma senga eba nange emboozi wamma ebeera kuki ku mikutu. Gwe jangu wano ogambe naye senga emboozi eri bweti, this is my story, oba ng'olina by'ombuuza bimbuuze tugende mu maaso.
Stopped playing. I remember my makeup artist had only deposited Nabila the whole day and I didn't even have money to give her. Like it was so bad. Like dowry. I had to look for someone to kusiba boy, like a few things. And then dowry navigator. Like now that I think of all these things, I'm like, I was either very stupid or I was very desperate. Let's go with stupid. I was stupid. The decor, the guy sending us Nasi Malayo, like it was bad. Every service provider was on my neck like this. I remember crying so much at my introduction, like I cried. I thank God that I had friends who I thought were solid. Okay, in that moment they showed me they were solid. Though after that, me and they started laughing at me, they started talking about me. Like it was weird that everyone, like I became a topic, like a subject basically, not even just a topic, like everyone was discussing my Kwanjula of Biunyo. So Nenswala and I cut most people off, even the place that hosted me for the Kwanjula, because also that was not my place. I just kupang sad. This family, Banzari, these are people that I had met now, because you get. So everything was bad. Even month after the Kwanjula, I was struggling mentally because there were so many deaths, you know. But I thank God that for some reason I stood strong and I knew that, okay, you laid your bed, so you're going to have to lie on it. You understand? So I somehow managed to pay the service providers and now we went on to the wedding. Remember that the wedding literally, mommy, you guys. I feel like I was very kind to this person and I want to think that his family really did not do enough for this person as well, because you would love to stand with your person. They don't have money, you know, like enough to take care of you. Do you get? Anyway, one thing led to another. We took a loan for the introduction, for the wedding. That loan caused me so many problems. Even for the introduction, by the way, we took loans. That loan, I struggled to pay back. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. But anyway, in the moment, wedding, honeymoon, I had to figure out where we were going. The man did not even know where we were going, even the night of our wedding. That was me. I had to look for that money. I even had to literally just lie to someone, Nazimba. And when this person gave me the money, Namugama to get the seashells, yet what? So this was our pastor, our man of God. Nazkwata Nazimba. Later on, I taken to.
Olonga bali kuchiweebwayo ekyomu kkanisa. Imagine your what? Your offertory and offering echiweebwayo. Pastor yachiwa aleti atwale bawe mu honeymoon.
We're not going to the Seychelles, we're going to Mombasa. And he asked me, why did you say we're going to the Seychelles, blah, 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 blah. It's because when I asked for that contribution, I'm going to have some money to cover the other things. But it turns out I did not have any money. And the budget was not big enough. The budget was not enough. I'm still covering everything. It was bad. The morning after my wedding, as soon as I woke up, there was a message from one of the people, service providers. Hi, can I get my balance? Like, what? It was so bad that my hormones reacted. Like, my period came the night of our wedding. It was so bad.
Your period, bada. Dukano. Chamuyitamu nga bamubanja. Night of what? Wedding.
Then we traveled for honeymoon and I had to be worried. Like literally I had to cover everything. I remember running out of money for honeymoon. And you guys, I've always put myself in a position, even in all the people that I've met, like my friends, I've always put in a position of I'm a mama bear. Like because I've struggled so much, I've like struggled so much in this life and I know what it means to lack and to not have anything. I always want people to feel comfortable around me. I'll do anything to make sure people are taken care of. You understand? I would do anything. Because I wanted to protect people. You understand?
Yes, Mama Bear.
So,
we hear you,
we came back
Mama
home,
Bear.
Getting our first apartment. Of course, he contributed. Not gonna lie, he contributed some money. Actually, his brother gave us the money that we used and we moved in, but things were like not very good, so like I had to step in. You guys, I don't know, but so many things kept on happening under the same time. I was sick, I was alone. And I think also because I'd lied about so many things, like I didn't have a solid family, he had a solid family, so I had to like be like, oh, these are my family members. I'm a family member in Yanjura. They're really not my family. So my real family came to the intro. I invited a few and they showed up. We'll go into that a whole other day. But you guys, at the end of that day, at the end of all these things that we've been through, me and him, that man ended up cheating and he looked me straight in the eyes and told me he cheated. I know pain, I know ball, I know pain. You guys, my relationships, people who know me, you know that there's not a thing I did not do in my relationship. To make sure we're comfortable, we're happy. To cover my home bills and to cover my health bills because a lot was going on. You get, because I was alone. I literally was in this relationship alone. By my side. To make matters worse, he had such a good heart. Things have changed for him now. I hope, I really hope so. But until that day, Nagamba, never. He cheated. That's when I ended the relationship. I moved on. I forgave him from the bottom of my heart. And I forgave myself above all, because if anyone needed an apology, it was me. I put myself through so much shit. Because of that relationship. And people kept trying to tell me, also, I don't feel sorry for losing them.
Never advise a woman in that.
I've done so much for you. Fucking shit. Anyway, please, story for another day. When I start talking about friendship, story for another fucking day. But I know ball, guys. I know ball, but above it all, never ever do what I did. Do not, even if you're tempted, how? Do not provide for a man. Don't. It's different. If you're married, you can. But the things of child dating, go on. Even if you're married, sometimes seasons come where I'm going
part one ewedde ndoza kati jali atubulirira kati katunonyeyo part 2 eweddeyo embozi
is hands down the most beautiful hotel.
Embozi ndoza eweddeyo is there part 1, 2 and 3?
The number of people that have been through this shit nenga mucho kweyogera kunenga muja online mtango okugera bitakwatagana.
Okay, wait. Jaga, that is the end. That was part 3. Okay. Okay, so but the good thing, there is part 2. Okay, part 2 on, okay. Is it labeled? Is it labeled? Because njagala, because part 1 is the one, je nkoze eri pinned. But I think it summarizes what the story was, right? It summarizes. So, should I look for the more get is a part 2 and 3 is on the porta party. The story ends there. Yes. Wait. Okay, so the story ends there. Kakati, wait for the porta party. Porta party, we shall come. Nze nabagambye. Embozi yono omwana nagiwadde obudde. Nze abantu mbawa obudde. Yes, now, kati, that is her story. Teri, era tujja kwetaagayo ba analyzers, tujja kwetaagayo ba pulida, tujja kwetaagayo ba judge. Yes, kakati, we have listened to her story. You know, Maze. Aleti,
Wanji baby.
Does your story end there?
Sure.
Eh.
That's the
I have played one that is pinned.
even what you think is part 1 is not even like 1% of what should be told. You understand, eh? Because I don't know why I assumed that no one has the time to really sit and listen to that story. I don't know. It's very actually to do with the relevance. But anyway, to get into
that, that's what happened, right?
No, baby, see your car.
Kati oyina kyewalekayo okigamba abantu.
Car. Sorry, someone had called me.
Kati oyina kyewalekayo okigamba abantu oba I give, because if I tell the other side of the story, of the other, the other side story, it will give you what to respond.
I feel like that's the best thing to do.
Okay. Kakati ka mbaleti. Ka mbanyumize party, the other side of the story. Wait a minute.
The guy is calling me Komo, but I'll be back.
Okay. So, embozi egamba hello sengasidi. So there is a video of some story making rounds on social media, Insta and TikTok, by a one called the Aleti Crystal Aka, aka Fake Everything. Fake name, fake age, fake family, fake lifestyle, and above all, fraudster, and a serial con artist and a witch. Senga, in one of the video that is going viral, is the woman saying that she paid her bride price and then got cheated on. Flashback. Saying, this girl used spell on this guy, found him training at a court at Silver Springs and fell head over heels for him. Note that she was the one in love, not the guy. She starts looking for ways of making the guy hers, and the only solution was to use a spell on him. She stalked the guy heavy, told a friend that if she did not have the guy, then no one else would. All of a sudden, the guy dumped his longtime girlfriend and was with this weird Aleti. Weird because she appeared from nowhere like Mana, very mysterious and super hideous. No friends, no family, no background, no nothing, just like a ghost. Flashback again. This guy is at LDC and is also balancing books with sports. Those that have been through LDC know how hard it is to make it out there. Then this weirdo appears in this guy's life, and soon after everything will change for the worst for this guy. His career overall, insert under a spell. the guy fails LDC. The guy is ditched by his team because the girl is controlling him like crazy, very desperate to make him hers at all costs. Organizes marital rituals between them, chap. Kuchala Kwanjula wedding in a very short time. Mind you, this guy is at school. He has no job. In the video, she's claiming she paid her own bride price. So why exactly was she expecting someone in school to get money to pay her bride price? Secondly, she says in the video she had no family, hired a fake family. If she had, if she had no family, so to whom was she expecting the bride price to be paid to? Mind you, she told the guy's family that she didn't need bride price and that she got everything sorted. Meanwhile, for all her functions, she was hiring very expensive service providers, the Fatuma Ashas, Mona Faces, etc., keeping up appearances. Even when the guy kept insisting she was rushing with everything, she kept shutting him up and claimed that she's chasing inheritance and they would soon be rich. In such this is a line she would later use to con so many people, including the guy's dad and siblings, money, which she would later use to travel around the world in a full-time traveler and still keep conning and suspecting clients who she asked to travel through her. She set up a fake tour company, non-existent, conned her clients. I'm sure many of them will come out after this, saying, when some of the clients she conned started looking for her, she ran into hiding for 2 years. She lied. She was in Iceland, Kombe. She was hiding in a hole in Dubai. Let her come out and refute this. Guys, excuse me, let me pick up this call. Hello?
You excuse this Linda ko senga ali ku call. Jesus.
Okay. Komyewa.
Kati njogere.
Leka maleyo embozi ekyagendera ddala maaso. Let her come out. She was hiding in a hole in Dubai. Let her come out and refute this. She would later reappear with the hope that the people she conned had and defrauded either moved on or forgot. But as you know, old habits die hard. She always had new plans and inventories of stealing from unsuspecting people. Meanwhile, she's doing all these things without her husband knowing and behind his back. Guy is not outspoken, not on these apps, and lives and keeps a very low profile. He was absolutely left in the bubble. We had married her. Guy didn't even know where his wife was because she was always lying and lying. Let her come out and still refute this too. Meanwhile, the biggest highlight is paying her own dowry and then the guy cheats on her. Ask her what she expected when she married and immediately abandoned her marriage for 2 years. Who was she expecting to fulfill her conjugal duties to the husband? Saying, this woman is pathetic, looking for clicks and views, but she put the guy through a lot to a point that she strained the relationship between the guy and his family They abandoned him for some good years, literally labeled him a prodigal because she used them to obtain money, because she used him to obtain money from them, his family, on false pretense and on Aleti's orders, insert fake business ideas, fake deals, etc. She started using spells on the guy's family too, because the rate at which the guy's dad and siblings were just remitting money to her, the rate at which the guy's dad and siblings were just remitting any monies she was asking for was crazy. The 2 years she was away, I think she hooked up with someone else, fell out of love with the guy. Now she didn't want anything to do with the guy. Guy didn't even know her whereabouts. He only got to learn through one of her friends that she would come back. Guy's family tried to sit them down and ask them to live as a couple, but wapi, the woman was on another course. She started asking Guy silly questions like, when I was away, did you cheat on me? Guy, being naive and stuff, told her yes, and that's only once. And then she used this against the guy to exonerate herself to all the terrible things she was doing, termed the guy as the villain in their story. And it's what she's bringing back today after they had been long separated as the highlight of her unrighteous marriage. I call it unrighteous because it involved a lot of lies, witchcraft, and manipulation. Such a marriage could not stand in God's eyes. People with narcissistic tendencies always want to look good in front of others, suffer from main character syndrome, and that's exactly what she is doing. Her story has nothing to do with Sijui healing, has everything to do with playing the sympathy card, getting clicks and views, and just basically get more people to fake pity her. She talks about a kidney transplant, something the guy never knew about. By the way, I'm telling you, this marriage was something else. It was like a gig. Anyways, let her continue outing. She'll get exactly what she's looking for. So, this girl is selling the story of she's from a rich adopted family, and that the person who adopted her was going to leave her his inheritance. Basically, the whole inheritance story is what she was using to defraud and con people. She had fake land titles, would get loans using them to some other people she conned, she would actually say, and promise them her split from the inheritance she was going to get, etc. I'm very sure some of the people she conned will come out and talk. She was involved in dirty dramas, money laundering, arrests, gold scandals, issues, etc. Oh, did they? And of course, I got a few. Wait a minute. So basically, that is the story. So Aleti, I think that is part of the story now. Like I told people, there is Aleti's side of the story. There is the husband's side of the story. And then there is us. Now, following Aleti's story, and then the other side of the story, okay? And then Aleti's other stories that followed. Aleti was in Dubai. That is how the porta party comes in.
Oh.
Okay? Okay? That is where the porta parties, I think mwe abangenzeko ku page ya Gundi, she tells us she goes to Dubai, where she is basically on the wall, does not even want to go to Uganda. Era nga ainayo yajira ku I think tourist visa ngeri kugwako etc nagende wa mukwano gwe yali akola kalimu eranga ali muchi porta parties anyway katikamba playing the party eya porta party tapping a screen muchala tukyagendera ddala maaso kati mbaletere party ya porta party abatalina budde kugenda eri mbaletere party ya porta party awo
Girete senga.
njagala nya abawala ngaba Aleti is the female version of people like Brian White, people like Medi Sentongo. Actually, Medi Sentongo was not smart. No. Okay, so guys, let us go to porta party. Not even Tiger. Abasajja bano like abafere. Big money is coming. Tugendere ddala maaso katika mbaletere porta party. Porta party. Tutandise tuti. Let's talk about the thing says. Let's talk about porta party part 1. Let's talk about porta party part 1. Iyo tugendere ddala maaso tutandise tuti.
But today I want to continue with that series, A Marriage from Hell. But today I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about the dark world of prostitution, porta parties, drugs. Okay, now this is a very sensitive topic and I would request and beg that you go into this with an open mind. I'm not saying be open-minded, Mbamani, but open your mind. If you feel like your mental health is on the low, maybe skip this conversation.
Banange abasategedde banange by the way nga tetuneyongerayo eriyo omuntu atategeera bulungi luzungu mugondezeemu Aleti
yayogedde yajja kulive eno yayiga oluzungu
ani Kadama banange eriyo abantu abagala mbagondezeemu. Okay, so abantu abagala mbagondezeemu, we are having a story from a beautiful Aleti. Aleti is a girl that saw a guy fell head over ate nange njogedde luzungu. Aleti yalaba omwana ow'obulenzi, omwana oyo ow'obulenzi yali mu sports team sategedde oba team oba yali ya mupiira oba ya rugby oba yali ya kiggo kitwale mbuno yali mu bya sports banange kyekimu mu Luganda
ebyemizannyo
era sports mukategedde emizannyo nanti eyinza okubeera anyway oba I think I don't know if it was basketball or whatever it was naye emizannyo era namulaba nagamba mumanyi zino movies zaba ina nakamba ezabayindi ezo nagamba she saw his Prince Charming olwamulaba bwati yalabira ddala future husband we omusajja alina omuzaalamu abaana ye mwennyini atugambye the guy was cute kwegamba yamulaba n'agamba nze kwona kama mbaya
sonyo okusazaamu ekirimi basokopozinge batapinge tuweze emitwalo 10
mutapinge moderator yagambye tapinga screen nze bannange emboozi bweziti you people nze mpa olaba nze if I'm not on TikTok obambu ndi ku live mbeera ndi ku for you nabaddawo bannange ne bandeetera emboozi ya Leti bandeetera by the way webajja ne banyumiza emboozi eno the other side. I had not even listened to a letter. I was like, okay, njakugenda back Instagram oba wa mbinonye. But of course, as usual, nembyera bira. Banange mbansi scrollinga ne bandetera embozi ya Aleti. However, bandetedde ya porta party. Kakati mba mpuliriza ne ngamba wait a minute. Ono siye muwala. Bwe banyumizaako kati nendo okulaba video eziri pindi nensangako I paid my own brand ngamba nenjiwa obudde nabagamba emboozi z'abantu muziwa obudde baana mmwe nempa emboozi za era Aleti if you're watching I am one of your what I am part of those views nakuwadde obudde nabaddeawo nga I don't want to type naye nga nkukeberako atuleetedde party 2 bannange baleese party 3 naddala pota party because it was catchy. Yeah, and you're a good storyteller. Era ebyo byogamba you don't think people have time to sit and listen for stuff. My dear, waliwo omukazi yagamba olio omusajja mumujjukira omukazi America eyafumbirwa omufere.
Yep.
Emboze sijijjukira mutapinge America ne bamuyita ne bamuwa nedda not Dutch deception emotoka bamuyita ne bamuwa n'emmotoka ey'obwerere omusajja yamufera yes, Resa Tessa's story. Yes, Resa Tessa's story. Thank you. Bana mwena following embozi ya Tessa. Omanyi inze na dating ako a liar. You know, like a person being a habitual liar, eh? Like omuntu nga aina disorder eyokulimba banange nagifollowing anga nateekako ne notification nagifollowinga Resa Tessa. Yes, kakati nenjiwa obudde nempuliriza obweddanga nkirikingako ngamba aleti bannange atuteereddeyo aleti ateereddeyo mutapinge live tubaleetere pora party taping mutapinge okutapinga obutapi bannange mumpe n'ebirabo.
Tuzaye dakika 5 emitwalo 10 giwere.
Guys, tap. What am I? Embozie, I listen to it for one main reason. Abantu abagenda muzi. Thank you, my love, Zaina. Thank you. By the way, Zaina, oliotia futu soja wafe nkwagala nnyo. Zaina futu soja abere yonga akolera abantu. Naye Zaina nakulabyeko nga otaddeyo akafaananyi ka Jojo ateekwa okuvuma mbulwaki wakozesezza erinnya lye. Mulindeko Aleti soka olindeko Aleti Chibeibe soko olindeko olabanze njagala nnyo owuliriza embozi like life stories z'abantu kati abantu abali mu pota parties abo abasinga abali like nga bazikolanga nga tebaagala nakujja kubyogerako nga ba shying around when people talk about them but becoming angry. So to get a person that was almost caught in that gundi na tunyumiza tugende mu maaso emitwalo 10 giweze bananga abantu mutapinge mutapinge mukomentinge abali aleti ju abali ex-husband ju mukomentinga awo tugende maaso
Mwagala olugamba.
nga tetunaba mpuleyingira pota pate mbadde ndi kutaputa ndi kutaputulira abatategeera luzungu aleti munnange atunulira gayi jjukira abo abantu babola baba n'emibiri so bambi tetumujjajinga nnyo
Abani obusolo butono genda maaso singa.
si bonna gwe wabalya bonna omanyi bawakinga out baba ne 6 pack babeera athletic ate jjukira aleti munodhana ababaana abanodhana bagala omusajja ngeera ennyama tebaagala bano abatambula ababigula nga ba junior ayagala omusajja nga bwakola ati ng'olabira ddala musajja abo ab'ekizigo nga aniono vairota tebabaagala they want actual men okitegedde kakati atunulira omusajja agambye omusajja yali handsome. Thank God the man was not married. Yes, and by the way, guys, ebibozi by'amaalo imbu omusajja mbu yalina okwegomba omukazi first. Byadda gamba nti byadda bannange oyinza otunulira omuntu n'omwegomba n'omugamba munnange ensonda bikidde bulungi gamba nti ye. Kakati aletinga byadda abaana kati boogera era ne bw'otunulira omusajja n'oyima omugamba gwe mpulira ye gwe alina okunzijamu amazzi g'oku mugongo wandiika awo. Aleti nga bwe mumulaba ali confident. Owulidde? Aleti munnange mutapinge live. Aleti nga atunulira omusajja bwe yamulaba bw'ati atunulidde omubiri. Atunulidde emisiwa. Jukira abo bagayi baba n'emisiwa. Ng'agamba. N'atandika omulabamu abaana be. Banazaala nga ba black beauty nga balina smile n'amulaba. Ate jukira omusajja had a promising career. Jukira omusajja was at LDC. Omusajja nga ali ku LDC. Kadaama tategedde LDC ly'ettendekero ery'abalamuzi balooya. Kategedde n'agamba my children are not going to come from an educated man. My future husband, mulaba, aina future. He's even a lawyer. Yes, ne mama. Lawyer amazemu amaanyi. Gundi wa lawyer agambye onogayi musirisi. Lawyer abera atyo omusirifu. Ba lawyer, that was one sign that oyo musajja could not be a lawyer. Chovola ba neku LDC ndowooza. Byagana. Lawyer kubeera ng'osala ekigambo nga nze wano n'oyo aleti. Kuba ye aleti asabuka n'alinga nze. Oyina okubeera outspoken, oyina okubeera mukujjukujju, oyina okwogera. You have to be a talker. N'oyo aleti tugenda kusondera fees oddeyo osome obwa lawyer. Omusajja omusajja yalina kubeera mu church. Actually sinti nga pastor ndooza nga akuŋŋaanya ekiweebwayo. Okitegedde? Actually oyo omusajja yalina kubeera doctor. Beboogera empola you see madam ayina kubeera gynecologist. You see madam, according to how I have seen it, the structure of your vagina, you need something called vaginal rejuvenation. Kwegamba abantu abati okwadula ensinga ensonga ne basongako obusonzi. On the other hand, aleti yagisongako n'agamba njagala eno. Ajogera erinnya munnange. Munna soko olindeko ntaputulira abantu. Onoyogera Oluganda.
Kanjogera Oluganda. Okitegera kubanga omanyi obuzibu obwo bwe buzijjidde. Mugenzo kunsharingira live eno nga ndi ku nail specials ansaza mne nail special mpulira ngo obulamu obo onyononera ddala obulamu. Okitegeera. Kati ate simu teyina muliro mu gye nazikira togambe enziruse ate njagala nnyo okweyogerako okwewozaako. Yogera sikwewozaako nedda nze seewozaako dia siri perfect.
Oyagala nnyo okunnyonnyola your side.
Siyina budde obwo because tewali andiisa. Kati kansoke I'm going to kakati auntie we good day side ya sorry erino ngamba nti I should defend myself. Okay. Tandikirawo. So olabo yewe naona byandikidde. It clearly shows that omuntu wa family ye okitegeera. Oba maybe a friend, I do not know. But for what I know for sure is that guy does not have so many friends.
Ajimanyi.
Katutandikire ebyo byava byonna byayogedde bituufu basketball LDC blah 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 katutandikire gye byava ebyo byonna byayogedde byogamye nti ndi mubbi ndi mufere oli mutuufu by the way era nkyasharinga nnyo ku bulamu bwange ndi muzibu nnyo
era watugambye wali n'emiswiba gyo
nkugambye ate gikyajja baby tegigenda kukomaawo kubanga kakati tufokasinga nnyo
njagala nnyo abantu we batyo abateerungiya genda maaso
omwami oyo mulaba. We met audio. Yes, we met at Silver Springs. I worked there. The training every Thursday or every Friday, something like that. By then, yali azanyira City Oil. Chali mu City Oil basketball. So munange nze guy oyo nali mulaba bulabi nga simunyega anything. Ate nze njagala okimanye singa wampadde time ne receipts zange zonna ndibadde nazikuŋŋaanyiza dda. Kwayo guy nfiirawo.
Tulina obudde.
Nkutidde omulala yenna. Yes, kituufu naye kwayo guy nfiirawo. So nze approaching uncle guy first of all. He approached me first. He came to me n'ansaba ssente the very first day. Okitegeera? Najja n'aŋŋamba boda yali emuleese mbungaze mu training zaabwe. Yali tali ku LDC by then. Yali tannaba ku joininga. Okitegeera? Yali yakagraduating UCU. You know, when you graduate UCU, then nogenda ku LDC. So munange nga ngamba sina change boda ndeese. Okitegeera? Naye njagala ompeeye 10,000. I'll give it to you later. Nenzimuwa. Okitegeera? Ne mugamba that's when I was flirting with kwa your team. Yali muntu mulala na nnyo teyali n'oyo guy Joseph. You get. So munenga muwa sente nga ngamba. Nti njazi kudizeda konze no worries. Kati fe twamalanga mango kola okusooka bo bava olete. Ndoza bavanga usawanga 2.3. You get. So nze kola nenva. So he had asked for my number earlier. Nenjimuwa. Senga singa nali mulogo nga bwe bagambye nti ndi mulogo kyogamba guno osanga saakolozedda n'owunga n'otanjogerako. Ne wakwade kali mugani which is okay but okay focusing ku kiri. So mune egewe malomo twatandikirawo ne nga mwade number yange. So mbandi awo I think a few days later nga nkubira essimu nga ngamba I'm held up somewhere ne nsabo nyambiseyo ku sente nange saazi najjukira nange bali bankozesa. You get. Ne muwasa mweleza na mwezi emitwalo 4,200. Kitegeera. Nangamba ajja muzinziriza. Then he invited me nga balina game ku MTN Arena erugogo. So I went munange nembeerayo. Ne tunyumyamu awo after then one thing led to another. We of course flirting. Before I knew it we were a thing. Okitegeera. So nze nkyogera nnyo kino era sagala kumuwayiriza omusajja oyo nti I fell for him before he fell for me. That is very true 100%.
And it's not a crime.
Not a crime at all. Yes, he's a very nice looking person, but also nange nalimu era of my life where I was so confused. Okitegeera? So confused. And nze ng'omuntu ndoza nayagalanga nnyo kubeera married because if you look at my life, it's been hopping from one marriage to another. You get it?
Yeah.
Because nayagalanga nnyo okubelonginga somewhere. Nze let me tell you nakula nkimanyi. Mama wange teyasobola kufumba nze nja kufumba. Ne simanyi ati siwe ebintu ebikola, my dear. You get?
Nange bwagaana obufumbo genda maaso. We are together.
That's right. One thing led to another. Of course, now we are a thing. We are dating. It's official. We are going everywhere together. I conceived. When I conceived, Joseph, you're in Muganda. We're in Muganda. We're in Muganda. Now we together. I'm in Chimataringa, right?
Well, yeah, they totally covered.
I tell you again, so Solomon, you're in the Mchala way of 5 say you're from 2023. Bamita Elizabeth. Kakati, when I got Chimarubuto na Antwale ewa Muganda we, ewa Mchala wa Muganda we, to introduce me. You get? Because this whole time trying to date nga teriama. Of course, you get never in-laws, but not like meeting officially. Chuma yali achimanyi bulungi nze sina family. Okitegeera. Senga nze family yange yaneeganira as soon as my mother died ne bansuulawo. You understand? And that is okay. Nze era nakulira ku kkubo ekyo nkyogera every day. Abantu abanfollowing nze from 2021 on Instagram. I've always shared that. Nze bane ekkubo lye lyankuza. I don't have people.
Oli mwana wa street.
Streets raised me. Nze let me tell you, no, even my family members. Yeah, even my family members coming to get me. Like right now, okunda banda bi wano kubanga ntanso postinga ku TikTok. But you know the whole time I've been on Instagram nga nsiri say you get. But because TikTok has a bigger reach, buli muna akula banagamba gundi yakula. Nenga bona je bali. You get. So nze ng'omuntu we nalabanga muna agent tebanjagala ne newaggula. So Chuma yali akimanyi bulungi.
Kana kabata.
Neta kulira. The only thing that Chuma did not know for sure was the truth about my dad. Erecho nali sichogerako nnyo nga sichideclaringa because kati mba nesima kya ku muntu atanjagala. Omuntu wamba kunonyeza nga omuntu omkunegamu ne bangamba gwe tata wange n'ongobaganya. What am I supposed to do? So that part I lied. You get. I lied to him about my dad. Era samugamba kituufu era namugamba yafa. Okitegeera?
Nenga jali mulamu.
But still, he's not been in my life. Obulambu wange bonna. You get it? So, meetinga Liz, meetinga ne Solomon. We had a dinner. Ewaabwe muyinga. Ne twogera ne bambuuza Liz, of course Liz yali mukyala nga mulokole. Kitegeera. Nga bana bakyala balokola ennyo aba Bible, God rest her soul in peace. Nga agamba tell you cannot have a baby out of what? Wedlock. So let me tell you, Acid. Si pushing uncle chuma. No, newe muleta na emilio no sawe nga twetunulide so choge. I'm actually going to attach. Ngenda kweza screenshots mpewe zikuteera. Where are your videos? The first thing he said, ngenda kweza chats zange naye. Ne number yinji kuwe na yo mobozi. So, munange ngaliza gambe cannot get married out of what? Wedlock. Nze senga sorry ngegenda bedde no neno njagala ontegere kubanga ne
the mother you big sit back and relax, we have time.
So when Liz said we cannot get married out of wedlock, natuswala natwanjira mu church ye ewa musumba we. Nze yambuza osabirawo ne mugamba mukwano nze sisaba. Okitegera. Sina kyemanyi Katonda sigenda kwewayiriza. Nantwala ne muganda we ne brother we. Kakati badia. Niba nkwadde nayagala nnyo okuteeka guy mu simanya under spell gami namuteeka kuki mu spell bagami namuteeka mu spell
wamuloga
namuloga kale ndi mulogo tukiriza naye era mama nze nga nerogerako omusajja munaku ate nga nange ndi munaku mu butuufu
nanti wali omwagadde kuba kakati gwe ask yourself
when I met him nakumanya nti bambi tayi nga nebya timu yesimanyi nti no tebabasasula bulungi.
Anti nga omwagadde ng'oli digmatized n'ogamba if I don't have him.
Mada linda ko before the dick soko be kweli bya dick soko bireke. Before even like anything happened. Nga just umuntu you know nga mwekwana you get kutumala bikaba Chuma is a very nice looking man.
Yeah.
He's a very nice looking man taina buzibu. Yes. Sigenda kuchiddamu yes. When man nagamenti his dick game was ekatinga chabanyizi zangina chiddamu I was dickmatized.
Wandika inti Aleti was high on dick genda mass.
I was high on dick and it's okay.
Which is okay, it is normal.
Ale gwafuka msango kubera high on dick.
Neda you are human.
Akati munange ngaliza gamambo emikolo gino okubeerawo speed owulidde
olwolubuto
bale bino ebintu biri ku record era njagala even if tomorrow they sue me nabo bakimanye ekituufu bebale kufuna representative waabwe goza lwaki sivuddeyo kwewakana nti gundi agambye oli kino nekino sivuddeyo kwewakana okitegere naye ku kino ekyomusajja njakana because some things are not true okitegere ebituufu ebimu si bituufu sonange nga naswala mu church kutwanjirayo Liz nga agamba you need to let your family know that we're going to come and have a small meeting nga kuchala okitegeera unenga ngamba okay kanjiye
piki ya guy
don't
isenga ngo protecting zenye
no, I'm not protecting him but I'm protecting you.
Yeah, correct
you get a person can sue you for we've put his picture up here, and I don't know. But if you want, we can put it up there. I'm not protecting anybody.
Anyway, like beyond that, being quite a financial agenda kunkola yo fala. But let me speak. So munange nga Liza gambe mikolo gibeonze kana mune yanjoga nechimanga mugambe gango bimanyi. Okitegera ndi nampa wengwa. So nga mwe naine mikwano jange nga gichitegerako. One of my friends was like Chango chalize waffe. You get. Nga tutegeka okukyala kwali kibuye. Kireka. Kwekyo kikubo kya Kabaka. So munange nga tukyala ngokukyala kubaawo. Da kukyala nali simanyi nti I really thought that omuntu woba ojja okukyala you expect nti oyina ebintu oyina okujja nabyo notajjanga alonsa right? Yes, nizo bandi muntu mubi naye ate tosobola kumblaminga for everything. Namwe as a family mwali musobola okuyya ne mugamba katituleyo kino you get. To show us empty handed ate nange ntule butuuza sebo nga nange nina mwaka sente mba sisobola mba ngenda kuva gye ndi omanyi lwaki bwe tukyaliza si waffe. At the end of the day, let's respect someone's home. Oshegera ase. Wanga baba sabasimanya amabasa biki biki they don't even have the money. Nga twesonda nga zivaayo nga bagenda.
Waleeta aba service providers abebbeeyi, you lived beyond your means.
Olabona ali wano gwe bayita Fauzia oyo yamanyi everything. If she had come out nanjogerako nandigambye nkubye left right center nkubye you get kati let me munange nga okukyala ku ggwanga lizaagana nze let me tell you simple shingangako mukolo n'ogumu never in my life nkoze ebintu naye siyinza kubanga natuuka ku eyo level gayi nali mwagala bwagazi and the thing is otorayiruzi wayitawo mbale I fell sick naye nina ebirwadde byange sijja byogerako.
The fake kidney transplant, the
fake one, the same one that they are saying that guy ye jimpa because nalabyo neyo narrative jebagamye mugaye ye jimpa right nayo weri so many na tugenda mu ddwaliro I miscarry bonna baaliwo you understand yes ngaluvamu
temunnakola mukolo
try to anything. So we went ahead because we had already set dates for the introduction, okay? And because Liz was pushing, we had already done things for what? The wedding. I want you to know that our wedding was the most low budget event you'll ever attend. So Monto Yagami, we were going for expensive things at Columbia. You know why? I went to most places, but I did not even pay for that makeup. The makeup artist going to ngamba yaliwa kwanjiro mala bamita Rachel. I don't even know where she is, but I can look for her. Rachel yo mwala namusanga mchikoni eyo. Walo ya monzigirira yali mchikoni nengeda nemwegairira ankoleko ku mitwalo 10 acid kweje myaka twali mu 2017. You understand?
You Rachel Agambi, I'm here. I don't know about Limbanga, it's another Rachel, but I think the other narrator, I think to them that was expensive. So you hired expensive
100K got expensive for makeup. 2017. Munange nze kugende wamu nakumbaga sinze yesasulira nange bampa buwi ofaira nakera bukezi nga banvuga lizi nga bantwala wa Liz, let me tell you, that is the numanyo okufa mu relationship nawo bakimanyi era that is why Liz bwe yafa tewaitawo banga nga omusajja omukazi wo omulala azaala mwenga family namwe mukimanyi muli benzi muli misota. Do you understand? Kati mufunyeyo kano kawazi babagambye aleti mufere mugambye kati tumukube left right nze sina kyentya okitegera siyina kisobola kati wali andisa mu nseno yes byonna nabikola so what do you get anyway tusoke tudde ku
dira I get
kakati munange embaga weggwa honeymoon it was already I had already deposited half of the money okitegera kati I had already even paid for our first night
Mombasa
when I Kampala the wedding night because of course after the wedding you cannot come. Yeah? So the credit Jengen Oksokokuwa was Chuma's brother Solomon. We tried to find nyumba ya Fesoka the very first month. Ezo sente yazikwata nazituwa yakwata natuwa emyezi esatu you get. Netufune nyumba yafe twasoka kufuna
naye aleti hozinga ko. Yes. I'm not trying to be on this person's side, but I want to be subjective. Yeah? According to narrative yabwe, jebantu wadde inti guy na ye yali struggling, but era naye ndoza munange yaleetaako ke yali asobodde.
Atindako acid nkubulire. By the way, you're so you are dembo depending on where the screen are, but my point is, one woman talk with struggling, and then there's having a partner that makes an effort to meet you halfway. Let me tell you, the first year of marriage, I can understand you were struggling because in the goal of the move LDC na tola kusente nemowa. Chiri ku record na wereda ku fees ku sente. Ate nga nange sali bulungi sigalo za nali nzijjawo. Nali nzifera zireta aliye.
Why
so why am I saying that? You will understand that okay maybe omuntu ali struggling akayumba ketwaso kupangisa nze naye kali somewhere in Chisasi. Oh my god, the ladies here lasinga mwangami nandi mulesi Mama Vicky. Yes, okay. Asi twabona wenanganga nokufuna ekyokulya Mama Vicky yakituwa. Vicky, if you're here, on policy. Mama Victoria Chitua. You get. Name omusajja simunyumba naye. Okitegeera. Yeba sinze nekera n'enfulumanza omulogo nengenda nsooke ndoge nkomewo ndeete ekyokulya alye.
Anti omusajja wali omwagala.
Let me tell you acid okwagala.
Omwavu wali omwagala nga gwe wamutegeera.
Kituufu nali mwagala but hear me out. Omuntu okubeera nti yes embeera mbi nasobola omuntu okumakinga effort. Mu baganda be nabo bennyini bagezangako okumugamba anoonye emirimu. Omwana gulimu ekintu eki basketball. Omanye emirundi LDC ngagwa ogimanye ekyo bakyogeddeko baba mwafokasinze ku kimu kyali kimubi sitaani. Naye nze exactly kati oyakuweereza information eyo mugambe nti wabadde
amushuwa kwali alaba so genda maaso
ninge muwaka box naye ayogere nga njogera. Let me tell you oyo omwana kyali amanyi mutundu kiri kimu basketball. You understand? Nagezaako kunoonya emirimu naye nga nothing. Atugamba anoonya naye nga tagenda kunoonya. Okitegeera? Nze sirina discipline ndowooza mu bantu abatalina discipline ku ssente mu nsi eno nze omu ku bantu abasooka.
You eat once and starve once.
If I die, I die. However, way back. Olubambi mukazi watu nga netetenkanya mbu ninawo katuwa company. Way back nga nakava ne mu ssomero kitegeera. Era yansanga nze ng'omuntu sirina mpisa okumanya sayina mpisa nti kasa client amala okumpa ssente before even the trip etuuse ssente mane
owaziridde dda
nga ngambe nkyanja kufuna endala. Do you understand? One, I had health complications then naye ng'akimanyi bulungi era ng'akimanyi tubeera ku ddagala era tuwagenda nitubeere Nairobi ffenna nze naye mu ddwaliro. Kati mwebye awala benabye Samuel nga bantimbe nga bagamba ega yampa kidney teri yali yampadde ku kidney ebyo nabyo mwogera byanjanja. You don't actually know what you're talking about. So let's talk about the first year of marriage. Okay, you're playing with a team that's the #1 team in Uganda. City. I would expect that City always is bulungi abantu baayo. Yes, sente maybe the first month nange nendeeta netwetetenkanya, then you stop spending at all. Then nongamba, okay, I understand basketball was season, so sometimes bambi olusi babanga tebakola. Okay, I'm going to give him that courtesy. Balinga tebakola ebiseera ebisinga. You get so I understand. Nze ng'omuntu, let me tell you why I'm taking accountability. Ensobi yali yange gye buva ne gye budda. Because red flags zonna zaaliwo okuva mu ntandikwa naye nalemerako because omuntu nali mwagala nze ng'omuntu wanted to just be with him. Okitegeera. So many of my friends bangako naye gwe ogenda kubona balinamu obufumbo naye bonna naba blocking. Okitegeera because I didn't want to know. Nali nfunye omusajja omugogofu omuwanvu akomeeri. And in the beginning, before we started talking about finances and all those things, nali simanyi nti actually nti ono guy ali lazy. Ebintu ebimu by the ntandika okubiraba nga tutuuse mu marriage nengamba ekiki. You get. Otegeera nti omuntu tayagala kukola ye ng'omuntu tayagala kukola. Okitegeera. So the first year of marriage, I'm going to understand. Okay, embeera mbi. Yes, omulimu guganyo kyali ku LDC. N'ogwa LDC, netuddamu LDC. Family netoola nange nentoola. Do you understand? Okay, great. Nange sente zimpeddeko sirina gye nzijja. Where do you expect me to get the money from? Nze oyo musajja talina we yali ayimiridde nampayo nangamba nti buno omutwalo genda osiba enviiri, which is okay. Nze sirina buzibu. Okitegeera. I'm a very alpha female. Okitegeera. Manyi okwekolera ebintu. But my point is, waliwo effort gy'olabanga omuntu ateesewo effort. Okitegedde? N'embeera nga nspendingira kweyo relationship ebbanga lyonna. So time netuuka nga talina mulimu. I think oba team yamuleetinga go. Mukwano. Ebyo byemugamba simanyanga the team simanyanga n'amuloga nze era nga nze ndoga Nassa asobole okuleka Chuma. Was he the best player? No, he wasn't. Okitegeera. But even before I joined him, he had issues with the team. Gayagala kuvayo kwa bali babayisa bubi nga balina be bakulembeza. Ba enabo nga ye bamuteekeni once. He had his complaints. Okitegeera. Ate nti mugamba lekerawo okunkubira amasimu oyo fala.
Gwe fala Chuma lekerawo okukubira Aleti. Otyo genda maaso.
So, munnange nga tiimu emuleetinga go so ndowooza nga alina okunoonya tiimu endala. So ebiseera ebyo si byangu ebya basketball to be honest. Si byangu. Naye still banne bonna bali basamba basketball nga balina family nga balina n'abaana bali bayimirizaawo family zaabwe. kati saawe nambe wanted kubanga ndi sitaani jjukira ndi mulogo wano nze mufeera singeka. That's okay. But my point is, in this relationship, I did not fail at all. Nakola buli kyenali nina okukola ng'omukazi okuyimiriza your family. Navaamu embuto ssatu kiri ku record. I can bring my medical records. Mwe relationship ate nga nze mbonaabona okubeerawo. Rent bwe yatubula nga time etuse ennyumba egaanye nga nze nina okunoonya we tugenda okubeera. Do you understand? Ye ng'ali awalinga baby gwamulowooleza. Let me tell you, I said, honeymoon singaze nali sagisasulira half of it, so I tugenda genda. That's the truth. But because a lot of money was already spent, but you know what? Flight is genda kutulemesa. Tuli nyechi bas tugenda. My sister is here, Momo yainzo kunyonyo. My sister is right there. Oyo mlaba. My sister tried to tell me in the beginning, even before the wedding. Nangamba, listen. Oyoga yagenda kubonyabonya nagamba nedda bonna nabavuma nembali samazi
no bagamba nze kubola kwesiva
ya nemba we byabwe bonna nemba we basingira nemba we byabwe. So let me tell you, nyizo ba munse no zobezza nnyo, but let me tell you, in that relationship I did not fail. I did everything. I provided for that
dearly. At what point did you abandon the marriage for 2 years?
I've never abandoned the marriage for 2 years. He's the one who abandoned the marriage because apparently he went to play basketball in Dubai. Yes, mukwano, it's on record. Asigena kweza bwe kifana nze sina kyenjogera nga sina evidence. Oyo chuma natuko mochime Dubai nga yena alinga enkoko envundu. Do you understand? Omulimu gwamubula wano. Remember now, that was the period that COVID hit. COVID hit. Yatusanga tulyaba. Do you get? Naye newe twayitubeera we nyinyi rent na atubula. Twagenda n'okuvaawo nga babanja million mukaga because jukira after COVID.
Dubai je yagenda nawe.
Yagenda yekanze nasigala Kampala. Me going to Dubai by the way. Zanasoka chumogende Dubai. You get? Nga Dubai kulwayo nagenda kuba chintu nga nkomawo. You get? I can never see those girls who say nagenda nembere Dubai okumala omwaka mbamba limbi. I have never. You get? I have never, I will never lie. Nkoze ebikolo bingi ate nkyabikola mu nsi. But ekyo sigenda kukola ki kubalimba. So listen, chuma yava wano basketball we yagwa. Team of course that is playing because it's so abantu bacha meeting bichi
bagambye olimba, the guy blocked you, it's not him calling you to get a mass.
But his chats are right here. Takati nze ndi musiru. Wacha yogere byo tomuteekako. Atuwe kulinnya lye tulabe. Omuntu obosa zenga ogenda beyanako go beyanako.
Ojaba bulinga aleti toli mwangu. Bagambye you are lying. The guy blocked you. You cannot reach him. Era those she's bringing, saying my sister is here. This one is here. Whatever they'll say, she has coached them to get a mass.
Yes, okoleke nga family ye bampa respect yamanyi nze coach nze mulogo nze buli kimba le mumpe ku business ku yobulogo mba we business.
Anti naye nyinyi we wanambu okuba akalimi read mufere. Get a mass.
Kituufu. Kati ni tuveye. So munange gaye yagenze kuzanya basketball. Nga ngenda yonga mulabanga tukomawo. Things were not good. You get? But we again, of course, relationship echukamu distance webeerawo. You get it? Relationship echukamu. So mnange nze ngakomawo e Kampala. Waitawo embale naye ngaakomawo. So we had to kupanga again to be together as a couple. Katikale oya bikugamba ajja tubuulire in that moment who paid. Era nzaleti munange nze
anti gwe because gwe wali oyagala okusinga
basenga linda ko chogamba ye yali tayagala chogamba yali mwana mtonti nali muwalula buwaluzi
wali wamuloga nanti according to their narrative wali wamuloga nga gwe choyagala ogamba kati tugenda kukola bwe tuti kati tugenda kukola bwe tuti yenga ali awo Ate jukira gwe wawasa you were the man so nga munange ayina okuwuliriza
Anyway, kanjogere male senge simwegenda kuzikira nzire wansi so munange when he came back natubera but because of course oba omuntu obadde naye for a while ne mwawulamu something's changed okitegera by the way kiri ku record nti sayenda koyo musajja you understand never ever ebintu by'abasajja nyizo bandi muyaye ebyo byose biri mu nnyo so we twabera fena afresh ne tulaba nga kigenda kukola you understand. Then in that same moment, nafuna omulimu omulala with another team, that's KIU. Okitegera. KIU nga back training era ku KIU, that's Gaba Road. I think by that time trying to be in Nigeria, you get. So nangamba because of transport, kagenda abeerewa eri. Konze mune sikuina ako buzibu. Era ne twawula bulungi n'agenda. Mu bitibwa nga tetuyombera. Mukwano nze sadda mukunoonyereza ku kyuma sadda mukola kinga lwankubidde lwenkuba because already girls had already come out to tell me things nengamba you know what it's okay nange ngambira nkoye mabanja manji ndi mbizibu bingi nengamba you know what it's okay otobangako wekanga omuntu ate notatobanga ina mukulu muno gwolabirira for over 4 years okitegeera so munnange nitwawula we did not meet again until one day obulamu ne bweyongere nange wange then one day Nampita to meet, Gonzo, okay? Netu meeting somewhere in Bunga, Walwa, Kafokariao. Netu meeting. So we sat, spoke, then Nangamba. He came clean about the cheating. Nangamba slept with someone else, blah, blah, blah. Gonzo, okay. That was my response. Sit down, Gamuya Doko, no yoga, Gamonech. It begins to cover no go mwala masechi commenting ku Instagram. Nidio Kankolachi, Nagabay Nicola story time. Nenga tebeza senganze n'icyuma twayawula 2023 singa nali njagala amatala nenga amatala atenga funira ku cyuma do you really think that my life is controversial enough as it is you get do you think that singa nali njagala controversy sandi vudeyo ningamba banange nze ni malaika mumpayiriza unentandiko olutalo bwe munajayo receipts aliti yakola kino nakola kino bira nabikola buli muntu kyagamba nakikola kitufu nakikola but let me tell you one thing for sure with chuma ebibagamba bakulimba
kakati
so wetwayawula nechuma so geranga ko naye kigambo neki omuwala bamuyita akinyi abantu ba basketball fraternity bali bamumanyi amala kuvayo ku Instagram nakola comment njina screenshot njaje kusharinga nagamba banange chuma yalekerawo kugamba abantu nti twali twekwana kubanga mune yali ngansa ba transport mbufanga we meet blah 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 chuma yenyini yampeze screenshot oshtegera Nabala bana bajja mu DM ne bangambe bigambo biitivu you know how he used to flirt with them ngabasaba sente abasinga bonna most of the girls said the same thing nengamba listen nze let me tell you I said even my friends abali wano bonna nsobola okugamba nti bino n'ebintu babiwulidde as a shocker kubanga tewali kibi kye nali njogedde ku kyuma okuva etwayawula you get tewali kibi kye nali mwogeddeko nti yakola what nakola what never ompulira
kakati Aleti kwagala otuletereyo obukakafu nga bakoze kidney transplant.
Sibulina.
Tobulina.
Sibulina.
Did you have it or you lied about it?
I did. Gwesasula medical fees ngende mu dwairo bankebere baby. Can't they tell? Can't the doctors tell? I'm sure they can tell.
Hey, but oyinza okavinga a trust waje havingira Uganda.
No, Aga Khan.
Aga Khan in Nairobi.
Nairobi.
Naye toyinayo obukakafu bonna.
In this moment, right now, in this instant,
yes. No, I don't mean right now, but I mean photos or
Not now, but I can look for them.
Which year was that?
This was 2016.
2016, yeah, that's quite some time.
Let me tell you, I'm protecting a man of God. We're protecting a bambi wa church in
no man of God. Bangambi. It was just humor. Ngambi. Man of God yakuwa sente zachi. Zae chiwebwayo ogendeko ku honeymoon naye bagamba that man of God already wali nga wamuteka mu targeting wamusuubiza inheritance meaning naye wali omufera.
Listen to me.
That man
Anyone.
of God, Pastor Anthony Muhumuza eyali wambonye wali wamusubiza part of the inheritance kati naye nga ali ku big money is coming.
Mpulira.
Yali ku big money is coming era aina kyakyawe Bukoto.
Yes, correct.
Christian something. Amazing Grace Church.
Yes.
Amazing Grace Church Bukoto. Wali ali ku big money is coming. Yes.
Kati kankubulire sengaye newankubadde nga nze mastermind e Kampala nga nze asinga buli omu ne Museveni kwegamba nze mubalira emizannyo. Are you trying to say that man of God yet yali mugezi kwebalira nti
ankubulire olaba
ndako baby ogambye namusuubuza inheritance? I have never. Let me tell you
njogere olaba omufere mwe baana mmwe omufere akunnyonnyola however smart you are. If it is a day for mufere kukuba sente ogenda zimu. Kankuwayo example olaba bawa Bad Black. Bawa Bad Black oyo yali mufere mukimanyi yali mafia. You know that guy was dealing in arms. Do you know why Bad Black did not get a big imprisonment sentence? Bichi. Kubanga omusajja naye yali mafia. You get? Kambabulire. If it is the time abafere balinganga abalina eddagala. Mwomufere akunnyonnyola ng'otegeera bulungi n'akunnyonnyola n'omuwa ssente naye ng'ate oli mugezi. Omufere kakati gwe abantu bewaferanga golodi bewaferanga byonna ngoloza bo baali bafala tebali bafala actually kati nze olaba nze labayo aleti nze ndifala kati nze bojja nonyonyonyola ebintu bya golodi sobola nakuwuliriza naye okumanya abantu bemufera nabo babeera bagezi kasita oyogera kucha golodi abana ye yakubye munde kati bana mumpa nenda nkufera gundi nange mukole bwenti ate abafere omufere falls for amufere gwe omulaba omufere nnyonyo kati nze fala tosobola nze na kunyinyonyola bintu bya golodi so ana kuwuliriza okitegeera aleti mufere naye mwenyini akugambye mufere naye aleti abagambye talinayo bifaananyi bya gundi nga bamuwa ensigo.
Senga soko nkebereko kwa WhatsApp.
Tabirina aleti agambye bifaananyi nga bamugira ensigo tabirina.
Mufere
Kwa WhatsApp eya Uganda eya Canada?
Eya Uganda.
Wait. Aleti komeo kakati aleti wait aleti